We're talking about Harry and Meghan. Why, you ask? Because the truth is starting to seep out of those well-upholstered limousines, those multi-million-pound private jets, those glitzy parties and all that charitable work. And the news is just in. The Archibald Foundation, the charity set up by the social climbing champions of 2022, is running out of road. Donations to the charity are down this year by $11 million, and it's now in the red to the tune of over £500,000. The truth of the matter is that people have just stopped giving them money, and their profit of $9 million from 2021 has now completely evaporated. The only man left smiling in the whole deal is the couple's right-hand man and boss of the Archibald Foundation, James Holt, who has managed to obtain a 280% pay rise of £133,000. Well done, that man. But tragically for Harry and Meghan, all these figures have been made public because they have had to file a tax return in the US of A. And they're desperately trying to shore up their support at this critical and difficult time. The shameless pair have released a video describing the impact of the charity so far, which apparently employs 5 people for a 6-figure sums of money. And they've shared various clips of their good works, just one day after William and Kate put out their own family video. The clock is now definitely ticking on the grifters, it would seem, as America realises what we realised a couple of years ago. They're only interested in their own narrow little world, rubbing shoulders with the rich and famous, and milking their royal connections for money. Thankfully, it looks like that might all be coming to an end. Hasta la vista, Harry. Harry! 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 Joining me now to discuss this is the BBC's former royal correspondent and very, very well-read royal expert, Ms. Jennie Bond. Jennie, welcome to the Independent Republic of Mike Graham in the evening. It's a far more glorious time to be talking to you. This is not great news for the old High Plains grifters, as I'm calling them, is it?
Yeah, I think you've put it all very well, a little bit harshly maybe. Yes, obviously it's very bad news for the foundation. It is in the red for the past financial year, but it does have cash and assets, we're told, of some, I think, £6.6 million. So it's not bust, it's not gone broke. And there are some unaudited figures for this year, 2023, which will be filed obviously in about a year's time, which suggest that donations have gone up a little bit again, probably to around £4 million. Nothing like it was at the beginning. This is absolutely true. A dramatic fall away. And the donations that were given in the financial year that's just gone, when they got about £2 million, largely came, almost entirely came from just 2 donors. So, yeah, it's looking rather shaky, to say the least.
Well, I think that's right, because I don't know how much of a suspicious character you are. I'm quite a suspicious character, and my points are sort of about who would be donating the money. And I do wonder, when I saw these figures, I wondered if the large donation that hasn't come this year was actually from Harry, and whether one of the 2 large donations this year was actually from Harry, because, you know, it would be madness if it wasn't from Harry in a way, because if you set up a foundation and you're as wealthy as these guys are, you'd probably put some of your own money in, wouldn't you?
You're very, very naughty. You really are. I hadn't thought of that. And I mean, Harry's often pleading poverty, isn't he? He said he's cut off by his family and didn't have enough money. I think we should actually point out that the foundation has done some good work, because in this impact report that's come out, 25 pages long, they do say that they've helped a lot of Nigerian girls, for example, about 2,500 Nigerian young girls with menstrual products and health help, and that they gave mental support after the traumatic earthquakes in Turkey and Syria. They've given money to the Halo Trust, which is the landmine campaign that Diana was involved with in Angola. I was there with her. So there has been some very good work, but perhaps the business is not run quite as efficiently as it might be.
Well, this is the trouble with charitable organisations, and we know it all the way from, you know, Save the Children, Oxfam, all the way down to maybe smaller charities, that they've got a bill for their salaries, salaried staff of, say, 5 or 6 people, of over 600,000 quid. You know, that's an awful lot of money. If you're giving money to charity, you don't expect so much of it to be going to people who work there. But unfortunately, I'm not singling them out for that, but it's the kind of way of the world, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's big business, the charity world. I've learned that over the years. I think the real question here perhaps is it because the brand Sussex